Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast. We're gonna get straight to it today. Um, if you don't know what this is, I've been doing it for a minute. It's a little like just talk session. You know what I mean? Really a way for me to vent, get shit off, formulate topics, opinions, etc. Um, and hopefully you're here for a good time and a good listen. With that being said, for everybody who has been around, welcome back to the podcast. I don't know what episode this is. I think this would be episode 2 of season 2. If you were around at that time, um, man, yeah, welcome back. It was a bad time for me, man. I had a lot going on. Um, yeah, man, in a decent relationship, but just it was a bad situation, bad situation. But the podcast, as far as this is gonna go, right? Let me tell you how things are gonna run. Um, we do our check-ins. After we do our check-ins, I'll get to the topics that we're gonna discuss. If you would like a certain topic discussed, hit me on my Instagram at UNOSMOOVE at Uno Smooth. Yep, drop it in my DM and we'll talk about it. But yep, we'll get to our topics. I'm maybe thinking about doing song of the week because I'm gonna try to make this a weekly thing. Um, then I'll do some funny questions, whatever, and uh, reach one, teach one. I'm just going down the list right now, trying to give you guys a rundown of what you're gonna stay here for if you do, you know. But let's get right into it. If you got your drink, pour it up. I'm not to that part of my day yet. Uh, when I get more comfortable with this, with doing this, and it's flowing in my schedule, I'll definitely be, a lot more loose, a lot more flowing with it, and you guys will know what to expect. So just stick around. Maybe within the next week or two, we'll have it down. But right, let's get into it. Check-ins. How are you doing mentally today? Um, how are you feeling? Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Drop it in the comments. Um, yep, give you a minute of silence for that, a second or two. Right now, my mental state, man, I'm gonna give it like a 6. I'm not feeling the best. I just got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, and it's not something that I just want to be overly talking about. But if you are feeling away, talk to me in the comments. I'm here to talk to you. I'm here for whatever you need. Let's move past that. How is your physical health going? Are you taking care of yourself? Um, yeah, let me know. Rate that 1 through 10. If you feel like you could be better in the next week or two, if you could be better in the next month or two, set a goal for yourself. Have you completed a goal lately? All that type of shit. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Yep. Give you a second to do that. All right. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Let's get to the fun shit, man. Cut waters. Cut waters. Man, I've been seeing these joints go viral for a minute now. Um Before I actually saw it go viral, a friend of mine, shout out Monica, she was like, "You know what you need to try? You need to try these cut waters. Them bitches that get you fucked up." I'm like, "Fuck, what is a cut water?" And, she sent me a little picture and shit and described it and shit like that. I was like, "Man, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to try it." And then I started seeing it go viral on TikTok, seeing people just get overly drunk off the cut water. Like, I don't. Is it that bad? If you've had the cut water, let me know. I don't. I couldn't see it being that crazy, but uh, yeah, that's been a thing. Um, I also heard that like it's like they recalling them. People is getting sick and shit like that. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad time to be a fan of them cut waters, but at the same time, I'm ready to try them whenever you are. Whenever you are, we can definitely get into the cut waters. Um, all right, let's move on to the next topic. If you tried the cut waters, let me know for real, for real. Let me know how that went for you. If you have a favorite flavor, give me a suggestion on what I should try. Cause Monica, I'm sorry, I still haven't tried it yet. Um, yeah. Next topic though. High schools are banning phones completely. I don't know if you've been seeing it go viral, but I just recently saw this clip of like this school making kids put their phones in a fucking pouch, like a magnet closing pouch, and they gotta like come to this station to unlock it. Like the shit is crazy. Uh, Not super crazy, but like when we was in school, we couldn't just have our phones and shit like that. Uh, but now it seems like they're cracking down on it completely. Like you not in the hallways. Like you can't they if you are seen with your phone out at all, they're taking it. They're confiscating that joint. Somebody just recently from a Birmingham City school, I seen them go viral because he was like he was cussing out a teacher or something like that, and he was like, "Man, fuck this phone shit. This shit dumb as hell." Like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, man. I can't say that it's a terrible thing, but at the same time, I don't know. School is. I made a lot of memories in school, me personally, and my phone captured a lot of those memories. Um, so just on that side of things, I can see how it's not it's not the best. Um, but yeah, man, I've been seeing it go crazy on the news. They literally are banning them in Alabama. I don't know where you live at, but down here they are not having that shit. And to formulate a real opinion, I think it's probably for the best. It's probably for the best. Uh, next topic. Next topic. Okay, I really wanted to talk about this one, right? Recently, I seen a video on TikTok, and this guy said, no, the original video was a girl saying, "I don't want you. If we're going on a first date, I don't want you to talk to me up until the date. If you hit me and we plan the date on Monday to go out on Friday, we don't have to talk that whole week." She says she doesn't want you to talk that whole week, like to her, like just I'm assuming on and off conversation. She said, "Hey, how you doing?" Shit like that, little shit. Um, and so now the video that I seen first was somebody else talking about it, and he like stitched her video, and he was like, if we don't talk the days following up to the date, the day comes, you might as well just have canceled the date, because at that point I forgot that we was even going. And it made me kind of be like, man, are you, my initial response to the videos, man, are you for real? Like, it's not that deep. I really don't think that, like, it's like I said, I don't think it's that deep. But just recently, just recently I've had my own encounter with this situation, and I planned a date, and we was with this girl that I've been mixing with for a second, and we were supposed to go out um to go see this new movie, the new movie Weapons, right? I've planned the date 2 days in advance. Not a week, 2 days. Remember this important context, right? She, like I said, I agreed with with the girl. I felt like we don't really need to talk the days leading up to the date, because I mean we're gonna do a whole lot of talking on the date. But I feel like my views may have changed, because recently, like I said, my woo wah wham. Long story short, I ended up getting canceled on, right? And you can just feel when somebody vibes is like weird, and that's like, we were communicating a little bit. Like, she would text me, she asked me, she was like, "What are you wearing?" Shit like that. And we talked about our outfits and whatever. Um, but it just made me feel like, damn, like maybe dude was right. Like, if we not like, if I'm not getting that vibe from you while we're texting, why would I assume that the date was gonna be good? Why would I assume that you even really wanted to go on the date for real? You know? I could be overthinking it, but at the same time, I feel like overthinking is a path to your destination. Like, you're not thinking too far off, you know, if you just overthinking. Shout out to the mailman. For real. Um yeah, though. Yeah, let me know how you feel about that topic. Uh, do you feel like it's important? Do you feel like you and your date should have, before a first date? Do you feel like you and your date should have to talk all the way up until y'all get ready to go on your date? I think my answer is still no. You know, to be honest. Uh, because we could have done less talking for her to just cancel. You know what I mean? Wouldn't hype my head up. So yeah. Um, let's move on. My song of the week for today. It's called "I Like That." It's off that new Metro Boomin album. I'm probably gonna drop a clip right here. Yep. Um, I've been wondering if maybe. Okay, let me go back. Uh, yeah, song of the week. Shit fire. When I heard the tape, it was a standout. I love that joint. Been spinning it, giving it mad spin in my car. Um, the Metro Boomin tape as a whole, it was decent. It was decent. There's maybe about two more joints on there that I like. I haven't spun them, but I like him. I liked them when I listened to the album. And what I was about to say was, you guys drop songs for me to listen to. If I like it, maybe it'll end up on the song of the week. You know. Yeah. Reach one, teach one for today. Hopefully, I reach you with this message, man. Be nice, be kind. Only the stronger kind. Never forget that. Um, yeah, man. Only the stronger kind. Let me check time. Where are we at for right now? Where am I at? Where am I at? What's time? 20 minutes. Wow. Yeah. Let's wrap this up. This is not supposed to be a long, a long thing. Just something to get you through. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you're on a walk. Whatever you're doing right now. Uh, yeah. It's been real. It's been overly real. I don't know what I'm gonna call this podcast, but we got in and did it. In good time. I feel like I flew through the topics. This pod could definitely get longer, uh, as I get more comfortable. But this is what it is right now. And if you listened all the way to this point, I appreciate you. I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to get back in touch with y'all. As far as guests go, if you want to be a guest, just hit me up, hit my Instagram, like I said earlier, and we can definitely make that happen. Um, yeah, though, it's been real, 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 real. It's been overly real. Love y'all. I'm out.